This one feels like a different car. I'm Chris from AutoAcademics, and today we're going to take a look at this 2024 Nissan Z NISMO.
Alright, let's get to it. Today we have a 2024 two-tone Everest white tri-coat and super black Nismo version of the Nissan Z. And if you thought something was missing in the standard car like I did, well, they found it with standard features that include heritage-inspired LED headlights, daytime running lights, and taillights, Nismo exclusive front and rear fascia, Nismo exclusive side sill and rear spoiler, dual exhaust with finisher, sport muffler, heated outside mirrors with turn indicators, Nismo tuned suspension, Nismo tuned power steering, front and rear stabilizer bars, 2-point front strut tower brace, mechanical limited slip differential, Nismo exclusive front brake rotors and front brake calipers, Nismo exclusive 19-inch raised lightweight forged aluminum wheels wrapped in a staggered 255/45 series front and 285/35 series rear Dunlop SP Sportmax GT 600 ultra high performance run flat summer tires, and launch control. Yeah, we weren't using it. The interior showcases Nismo exclusive Recaro seats with Nismo embroidered headrest, Nismo exclusive Alcantara steering wheel, illuminated steering wheel mounted controls, intelligent cruise control, universal garage door opener, aluminum trim performance pedals, automatic temperature control, auto dimming rear view mirror, digital 12.3-inch TFT Nismo styled meter display, 3-bay gauge cluster, knee pad on center console tunnel, 8-speaker Bose system with active noise cancellation, Nissan Connect, 9-inch touchscreen with navigation, Sirius XM radio, wireless Apple CarPlay and wired Android Auto, Alexa built-in, and Nissan Intelligent Key with Nismo exclusive red push-button ignition. Safety and security features include Nissan Advanced Airbag System with 6 airbags, tire pressure monitoring system, automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection, predictive forward collision warning, blind spot warning, lane departure warning, high beam assist, and rear cross traffic alert. Options include the premium paint for $1,295, floor mat package that adds Nismo floor mats, trunk mat, first aid kit, cargo net, and owner's manual branded portfolio for $410, and finally the illuminated kick plate for $500, giving you a total M.S.R.P of $68,290.
As we take a look at the front, you'll see what Nissan calls the Grand Nose, or G-Nose, which extends farther forward on this Nismo edition than it does on other trims. This gives a heritage nod to the Fairlady 240ZG.
Here in the States, we got the export market Z, whereas the ZG was the Japan-only homologated version for Group 4 racing, with the more aero-friendly nose, wider fenders, rear spoiler, fender-mounted rear-view mirrors, and acrylic glass headlight covers.
The front fascia's been restyled as well, with a thinner honeycomb grille and canards at each corner for better aerodynamics. Out back, the rear spoiler is now wider and composed of 3 pieces that stretch out to the fenders. And finally, the rear bumper and side sills were redesigned to reduce aerodynamic drag and lift.
Not only are the Akabono brakes larger with a more performance-focused pad compound, but the 19-inch raised wheels are 0.5 of an inch wider than those on the Z Performance trim, are slightly lighter, and are wrapped in Dunlop's ultra-sticky SP Sportmax GT 600 run-flat summer tires.
These are 10 millimeters wider than those equipped on the Z Performance cars too.
Nissan has reported cargo specs, but we have to assume it should be very similar to the 6.9 cubic feet of space in the other cars. Again, less than a Supra, yet still better than nothing. Nissan massaged things under the hood too. The 3-liter twin-turbo dual overhead cam V6 engine now makes 20 more horsepower at 420 and 34 more pound-feet of torque at 384. The 9-speed automatic transmission with paddle shifters is your only option, and it has a specific calibration for this car. Lastly, a mechanical limited slip differential helps get the power to the rear wheels. Drive mode has 3 settings: Standard, Sport, and Sport Plus. And even though this car is launch control, the warm weather Dunlops couldn't handle our 20-degree morning. Get some better conditions and 60 miles per hour should arrive in an estimated 4.1 seconds, with the quarter mile completed in 12.6 seconds. Top speed remains limited to 155 miles per hour. EPA estimated fuel economy is noticeably worse than the automatic performance trim at 17 miles per gallon city, 24 miles per gallon highway, and 19 miles per gallon combined. AutoAcademics saw 24.4 miles per gallon during testing on the required premium fuel.
As you might expect, the interior looks very similar to the standard Z, just with a few upgrades. These Nismo-specific Recaro seats feel great, but they're entirely too low to the ground. A bit of height adjustment would be greatly appreciated for people of average height like myself. Of course, I do realize that there isn't any head clearance for that, especially if you're wearing a helmet. The steering wheel is lovely with Alcantara inserts at the 9 and 3 o'clock positions, and there are large paddle shifters behind. Only problem is that the Alcantara will eventually start to wear from the oils in your hands, unless you use gloves like I do while sim racing. And while I'll do that in the fantasy world, not sure I'm ready to do it in the real one. The infotainment unit is vibrant and responsive, but the Bose stereo has a fairly flat sound profile and could definitely benefit from more bass. Overall though, the cabin is nicely done. So now that we've addressed all of that, it's time to take it out and see how it drives. As I head up the street, I immediately notice the additional firmness in the suspension. This definitely adds to the emotional experience that I felt was lacking in the standard Z. The exhaust is louder too, at least compared to cars with the manual transmission. Apparently the Auto has a sport grade muffler. Steering is sharper and it's nicely weighted too. Even though the pads squeal, the Akebono brakes have a strong initial bite and a good feel in the pedal. And thankfully so, because this Nismo Z moves. Step on the throttle and the twin turbos spool up, forcing you back in your seat. And don't let the tires be cold because they'll fight for traction like an athletic 5th grader at indoor recess with Bobos on. Not sure what it would be like on the track, but on the street, I'm loving it. And oh man, this transmission is sweet too. Upshifts are crisp and quick, and downshifts are entertaining. And more important, they're functionally aggressive. I mean, listen to this. It downshifts with the slightest increase in throttle. Traditional automatics have come a long way, and the way this automatic is tuned, I might take it over the manual. I know, blasphemy, right? Now, on top of the noisy brakes, the tires can be noisy too, yet there's little to no wind noise in the cabin, and what little there is, the exhaust does a good job of hiding it. Again, the demeanor of this car is entirely different from the standard Z, and I like it. So there you have it, guys. the 2024 Nissan Z NISMO. I always felt as though the standard Zs would make great daily drivers due to their lack of edginess, for better or worse. But this NISMO edition definitely amps up the fun factor. Watch out, Supra. As always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and let us know if you're okay with this NISMO version being solely offered as an automatic, or if you prefer a more pure driving experience with a manual in the comments section below. Finally, if you haven't done so already, by all means subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss what we have coming up next. I'm Chris from AutoAcademics. Thanks for watching.